Here we are with the concept explanation for 1.3 adding integers from course 2A Singapore Math. Are you ready? Let's get started. Here we see there are basically 5 subparts. Let's get started with the first, that is same sign. The instructions are here. Add number. First step is to add numbers. Whatever those numbers are, you add them and then you put the respective sign. So that's the rule. Let's understand this with an example. 7 plus 2, for instance. First step, add them. So 7 plus 2 is 9 and put the respective sign. What does this mean? Respective sign. Both the numbers are positive. We said it's the same sign. So it's positive, and it's positive. You don't need to actually put the sign. You just write like this. Let's say the other one. Minus 3 minus 1. First step, add them. 3 and 1 is 4. Put the respective sign. Now both the numbers are negative. So that sign is going to be negative. So that's how this one works. If you want, you can also confirm your answers on number line, or even you'll be asked to do this process on the number line. So let's use number line to clarify this further. That's my number line, hand drawn. 0 here, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going only up to there. I'm going to choose my numbers accordingly. That's minus 3, minus 4. Let's take this example. Minus 3 and minus 1. Minus 3 is here. I'm going to start here. Now it says minus 1. When you have minus, you go towards your left. Okay, that's the minus 1. That's your counting. If you have a positive one, you're going to the right when it is positive. So from minus 3, you go one step, because that's 1 to the left, and that is this one, and that's minus 4 as we got it. So that's how you confirm on a number line. Now let's take a positive example with a smaller number. Let's say 1 plus 2. So my number 1 is here. Now it is positive, which means I have to go to the right. By how many steps? 2, because that's a number. So that's step 1 and step 2. So answer is going to be 3 for this. So that's how you confirm it on the number line, or if they are asking you to do the operation, the process on a number line, that's how you do. Remember, for a negative number, you will go to the left, and for the positive, you will go to the right. That's how you add numbers that have the same sign. Basically, add them, then put the respective sign. Let's do the next one here, which is different sign. Let's read the instruction. Subtract smaller number from the larger number, and then put the sign of the larger number. So there are 2 steps. First thing is, you decide which is a smaller number and which is a larger. So you take out smaller from the larger. Whatever your answer is, you'll put the sign of the larger number. Let's understand this with an example. It is 4 minus 9. Which is a larger number? This one. And the smaller is this. We are supposed to subtract smaller from the larger. So it's 9 minus 4, which is equal to 5. So first step is done. And then it says put the sign of the larger number. What's the sign here? Minus. So that's the answer. It's that simple. Let's do one more example. Let's say minus 8 and plus 3. What's the larger one? This. Smaller is 3. So 8 minus 3. I know 3 has a plus before it, but the rule says larger minus smaller. So 8 minus 3, which is 5, and the sign of the larger number, which is negative here. And it's done. That's how you solve this kind of questions where you have different sign. And as we did for the first one, you can also do this on a number line to check your answer. And for that, it's the same process. Then it says to their opposites, the third part here. It's very simple, the simplest of all. For example, 7 plus minus 7. What's the answer? It's like you have 7 candies and you give away 7 candies to somebody, what are you going to left with? Nothing. Okay, so, or it's the opposite, minus 8 plus 8. You were running short of 8 candies and you got 8 candies. So now it's done. So answer is going to be 0. You don't have any extra. You were short on 8. That's why minus. And you got 8. So you're going to use that. So it is 0. It's not that you have extra 8 now because you were short on 8. You had 8 less before. So answer is 0. So when you add the opposite, the answer is always going to be 0. And the fourth one here, more than 2 integers. How do you solve when you have more than 2 integers? Let's understand this with an example again. Let's say the numbers are minus 9 plus 4 plus 2 minus 8. So do you see you don't have like just 2 integers. You have more than 2 integers. This can be done in many ways. Let me just say the first method here. I just follow the numbers as they are given. So first part will be this, minus 9 plus 4. We are going to refer to this rule over here. Minus 9 plus 4, larger minus smaller. 9 minus 4 is 5 with the sign of a larger number, that's minus. And I write rest of the equation as it is. Now I take this 2. Minus 5 plus 2. Again we are going to follow this rule over here, which is 3 and a negative sign. And then I take minus 8. Same sign rule. Add them, 11, and put the respective sign. That's the answer. So I just took each integer in the sequence as it was given to me. Or the other way could be, like I put all my negatives together here and I put all my positives. So I'm just categorizing them. I'm going to do this together and this part together. Both are same sign. 9 and 8 gives us 17 and the respective sign which is minus. 4 and 2 gives us 6 and the sign is going to be plus 6. Now I go over here. 1 negative, 1 positive. So larger minus smaller. 17 minus 6 is 11 and the sign of the larger number. Do you see it's the same answer? Either way you're going to get the same answer. So this is how you do when you have more than 2 integers. This can be done on a number line also. Let's see how would we do this on a number line. Let's see, my number line is here. I'll start with minus 9 over here. Then that's minus 8, minus 7, minus 6, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2. Let's see. Minus 9 is here. So this is where I'm going to start. That's my starting point. Plus 4. Remember, when it's plus, you go to the right. If I go here from minus 9 to minus 8 is 1, then this is basically step. Let me write the steps here. It's better. 1, that's step 2, step 3, and step 4 because I'm adding 4. So my answer is now minus 5. Then it says plus 2. Again, positive. So 2 step further. So I'm going 1 step here and 2 step here. So it's minus 3 over here as this one. And that says minus 8. Now minus, where do we go? To the left. We'll go 8 steps backward. 1 step, 2 step, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need more numbers here. Let's extend our line. Minus 11. That's 7 and that's 8. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So that's where the answer over there. So this is also how you can do it on a number line. And the final one here, you see, real world problem. Well, I'm not going to solve them here or explain you them here. This becomes clearer when we do the actual question. So it's the process to solve the real world situation is the same. Either you'll have same sign, you'll have different signs, they will be to their opposites, or there will be more than 2 integers. So we are going to follow one of these 4 subsections over here. It's just that the information is given to you in the form of a situation, like a story would be given or some information in a form of a situation where they would describe, and you have to come up with an equation. So rather than explaining that here, I'll do that when we do the independent practice exercises. So there it's much easier for you to understand. So this is how chapter 1.3 is done. The concepts are explained here. Do remember to watch out the independent practice video for this chapter to solve the questions right. All the best. Bye bye.